Alrighty. As always, let me know how the audio is. Let me know how the music is. Can you hear me all right? Is the music too quiet? Is it too loud? All of that. Okay. Looks like we're ready. Let's see that we're going live here. Okay. And all right, we're live. So, okay, hello everybody. Hello. Hopefully all is well. It's an exciting one today. I really, really like Mega Banette, and we're going to be trying some pretty dishonest strategies, which is always exciting. It's always a blast. So, let me first start this stream by asking you guys if you think we have bots in the chat, because I'm going to be honest, some of these chats are really confusing to me that people would say this. So, like, the Maxibon Sly 15, which, now granted, you know, it could be just an odd typing style. It could be, you know, not English, not first language, and using a translating AI. So it could be that, but like, I'm looking at these chats, it's like, Banette most notably has a high 165 physical attack and has Prankster, allowing it to set up with Swords Dance or cripple with Thunderwave or Will-O-Wisp, and dishing out huge stab ghost damage. Like, that doesn't sound like a human, right? And it's also like, set up with sword, like no one would say Prankster allows it to set up with Swords Dance, because, I mean, anyone that plays Pokemon knows that it doesn't help to have priority Swords Dance. Like, that does nothing. In fact, it's technically, I think, bad, because it allows your opponent to, like, psych up or foul play or stuff. Like, you kind of don't want your Swords Dance to be priority. And they also said, you know, the most powerful physical ghost move is Phantom Force, which it's not. Oh, it gets Poltergeist. So, like, what is it? So that seems like kind of like a bot. I don't know, maybe I'm imagining things. Bognor, thank you very much for the £2. 1 a.m. here, just dropping in to say enjoy the stream. Thank you. And guys, we will go back to the old streaming schedule. It's just, you know, I kind of have to cater to the majority of my viewer base, which is in the, you know, US and Canada. And if I, you know, being in Asia right now, this is kind of the only time that really works. No, but then the following chats by Maxibon have not seemed like AI. Anyway, people saying a music a little too loud, so I'm going to turn that down a little bit here. All right, let me know how the music is now. Anyway, though, back to it. Let's I wouldn't call out a suspected bot out loud. I mean, I'm asking. I'm not really great at detecting that stuff, but it seems weird. So I wanted chat thoughts on this, which I don't know. That just seems weird. But then, like, why would there be a random bot just chatting? Like, I don't see what the purpose would be. I mean, as I said, like, it definitely could be, there could be other reasons. Some people kind of just have a bit of a mechanical way of messaging. And it could be like a language translation thing as well. So I'm not saying it's definitely like a fake person. Just, it seems odd to me. And there's some things that didn't make sense. But, you know, it could be like a not very good translating app. Anyway. Yeah, it does get Cotton Guard, which is kind of funny. So we could run like Cotton Guard with, like, we could turn this thing into the physical wall of the Sentry, which honestly, like, low key, maybe not the worst idea. But it kind of doesn't make that much sense to do that. I feel like there are definitely better approaches. Anyway, Mega Banette. So we let's just get into the building. I'll stop talking about AI. So there are two approaches. Okay. Well, really three. I'd say there are three approaches. So there is, offensive. So probably like, SD plus 2 attacks, 1 support move, or 3 attacks plus 1 support move. That kind of thing, right? Like maybe like, debond 3 attacks, encore 3 attacks, swords dance, poltergeist shadow sneak, encore, whatever, that sort of thing. Then there is support. So this is going to be like, poltergeist, probably plus 3 support moves. That might be like encore, debond, wisp. And then there's kind of like a combination of this. Like there's like 2 support moves. Which is stronger, Life Orb, regular Banette, or Mega Banette? I'm guessing Life Orb regular. No, Choice Band regular, but that's definitely stronger. Life Orb probably Mega Banette. I think, well, hold on. Stack's 110. It's going to be close. But I think probably Mega Banette. All right. It's hard to say. Yeah, I think Mega Banette by a little bit would be my guess. All right, so let's see, offensive support, and then there's the kind of cheesy sets. Whoops. So here's what I mean by cheesy. This is the one we saw a little while ago. So it had Infestation, Encore, Poltergeist, Destiny Bond. Right, and I think it was just offensive. I think it probably looked like this. Probably looked something like this. And this set was pretty interesting. And it was paired with a Palmot. It was paired with a Lepaberry Palmot. All right, and this was a funny idea. This was a pretty funny idea because here's what you do, right? You click Infestation on stuff. You trap it in. You encore it, into an attack, or if it doesn't attack, well, you can encore and then just kind of poltergeist. But you basically force it to KO you. You force it to KO you, and then, of course, debond, prankster debond, it takes out your opponent as well. And then you revive it, and you're back. So this was on this kind of infamous prankster team we faced, right? Like this you remember, like this thing, it's got like Corvin. It's really, really, really frustrating. But here's the weird thing about this team, and I thought when I saw this Banette, I was like, all right, I got to give it up for that. That's pretty interesting. But the thing about this Banette is, particularly on this team, it's how do I put this? This Banette kind of shares the weaknesses that the team already had. So, for example, right? This team is super weak to hazard stack. That's one of its bigger, particularly if it gets like blocked by, if I can't remember if I think the Corviknights sometimes run defog, sometimes not. But this team does not like hazard stack. This Banette also struggles with hazard stack and more bulky teams, right? Because the problem with a set like this is if your opponent is kind of wise to it, they can navigate it pretty well. Like they can go Allo, flip turn around a little bit, glide score. They can stall out your Poltergeist PP without too much of an issue. I don't think you get your PP back with Revival Blessing either. Yeah, no, it doesn't do that. So Yeah, that was kind of I was thinking, well, maybe this team isn't the best place for Banette. I think it's a good place for Banette. Right? It does kind of fit the team decently well. Didn't Pokemon just upload a vid with this team? I don't think so. Maybe, I don't know. I don't keep like super. I enjoy Pokemon's draft content. I don't really keep tabs on his other videos too often, unless one kind of particularly jumps out and interests me. But we're not going to do this. So I was thinking, what if we kind of take this Banette and put it on this Banette Palmot core and put it on a different team, just kind of a more standard offense. The kind of team that appreciates Palmot, right? But then I'm thinking, well, let's change this up, because this set tries to make you KO it with Infestation and Encore. I feel like that might not be the best angle. So what we're going to do is actually go with a Swords Dance set. So I'm thinking Poltergeist, and as far as the second attack, we want to have something that's going to hit its stuff. So I'm thinking knockoff Poltergeist seems like a massively dumb combo, which I was actually thinking about before. I just realized now the problem with running knockoff plus Poltergeist, which is kind of silly. So I'm thinking we just need something really that's going to hit. Okay, Pounce is interesting actually. We don't really want to lower their speed. So we just need another physical attack that's going to, fit well here. I'm thinking, oh, what did I do? Oh, I put it in alphabetical order. We don't want to do that. I'm feeling like the play is either Gunk Shot or Skitter Smack. Yeah, it does. It didn't get Poltergeist the last time Mega Banette was in the main series games, but it does get Poltergeist now. So let's go with Skitter Smack, because that's going to be able to give it hit dark types pretty well. And the lowering special attack, I guess, doesn't really matter, but that's something. So this is the idea here, is basically we say, okay, do you want to kill us? Yes or no? Right? Well, if the answer is no, you're going to be taking boosted 165 attack Poltergeists, and I don't think you're going to like that. And so that's kind of approach one. We're basically like, okay, we're going to Swords Dance and we're going to go to town and do a crazy amount of damage. Now that I'm looking at this, I think we might want to actually go Speedy. Well, this is tough, because on one hand, I want to go Speedy so we can kill like Moltres and stuff. But actually, that's really the only fast Wisp user that's in the format, so we don't need to really worry about that. But it might be nice to outspeed like Corviknight. Well, probably we outspeed most Corviknight anyway and Poltergeist them. Facade could also be good. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. Yeah, maybe we even go like Shadow Claw. No, that's so much worse though. But I'm just like thinking about, do we want that item constraint to be on us? Yeah, but anyway, we can kind of refine the set later. But this is the basic idea. You Swords Dance, and then you say you either kill me or you're going to be taking massively boosted Destiny Bonds. AIM didn't use that exact team, but it did have Deep Bond, Banette, and Lepalma. Okay, that's well, yeah. I had no idea. That's, I guess, kind of unfortunate timing, because people may be fatigued from it. But how did it do? I mean, was it like a similar squad to the whole pressure thing? Yeah, Swords Dance is priority, but like it doesn't matter. It's slightly bad, probably. Okay. So let's think about what kind of team we want to put this on. And this is the weird thing. I genuinely have no idea what kind of, well, okay, that's not true. So I have some idea. I have not much of an idea, but okay. So D-Bond, SD, Banette, plus Palmot. What is that program? That is Type Weakness Analyzer. Link is in the description. So team style is kind of archetype. We kind of want to angle for offense, right? Because we don't want to fully count on this cheesy strategy. I don't think hyper offense is the right angle though, right? Because Palmot does kind of need room to come in multiple times. That involves switching. So we want this to be offense, but we don't want this to be like full on hyper offense. So I think that's the right approach to go with here. What kind of offense? We could just kind of go with like a standard run-of-the-mill. Well, okay, let's instead write down, what is this Banette not like? Or this core struggles with. We should more reasonably say. This core struggles with what? How much better would Mega Banette be if it was normal Ghost? Not. I don't think it would be pretty much the same. Give this Pokemon recover and bulk up. Yeah, that would maybe be okay. If it got like Drain Punch, then that would go hard. But we put on an Ival so we can sack Banette and go into it. I mean, a debond Ival. I'm kind of maybe we'd be like extra terrible about this. Debond Ival. Yeah, that could be. Could be really messed up. Actually, 3 Pokemon that get Revive Blast. That's a good point. Smeargle, Rabsca, right? Or am I... Yeah, Smeargle, Rabsca. Cool. But we're not running Rabsca because I don't hate myself, right? Okay. So... Well, it doesn't... No, it doesn't really, because... And this is why we put on Skitter Smack, right? So, okay, this is an interesting set we're looking at. Yeah, so Skitter Smack to Tinglu +2, you're doing like 65 to 75 about. That's pretty good damage. That is why we do this, because it hits dark types, and it hits like the one normal type in the tier that is kind of relevant is, well, Lopunny, we're not going to hit that hard, but, you know, Terapagos, Skitter Smack is doing a ton of damage too. So let's see. And this is going to be probably, like, it's not going to be an offensive Palmot. This will be a support Palmot. So note that as well. This course struggles with, like, what are the things that are going to shut down this Banette? I mean, we don't kill Mola at +2, I don't think. Yeah, no, like, we're doing a lot, but I guess, like, Mola plus Kingambit. Well, Wisp Moltres is not fun. Mola plus Kingambit. Slower Kingambit. We might want to go, like, min speed Mega Banette. That was something I was considering, but I'm not sure if that's a good idea, because then, like, ID Core becomes an issue. So that's kind of an awkward one to handle. No, I'm not creating that Mega Banette team. I've seen that Mega Banette team, and I wanted to try it on, but I don't think it's the best set. I think Swords Dance is better. At least, I mean, I haven't tested that, but we're going to test it today. My hypothesis is that Swords Dance is better than the Infestation stuff. And we're not going to just copy the team. Could you do a video with Ditto soon? I did do a Ditto stream already, actually. I love this mod. Thank you for building it, Pinka. Love from Tel Aviv. Thank you. I love this Pokemon too. Mega Banette is sick. I guess faster Prio. Saraledge. Not really Raging Bolt. Raging Bolt is fine. Yeah, Dondoza. That's true. Stall teams, right? Stall is going to be not. This is going to be pretty effective, I think, against more offensive builds. Not very good against more defensive builds. Ival is rough. Why do you think Ival is rough? We're not looking. We're looking at what stops this core defensively. We're not looking at offensively. Offensively, Banette and Palmot lose to like everything under the sun. It's not. This is not. Yeah. So I don't know why Ival is jumping out at you. Let's see. Oh yeah, remember to like the stream if you're enjoying. Okay. When are we getting a Reuniclus stream? I don't know, honestly. I've tried using it in SVOU, and it's like, it's rough. It does not feel good at all. But I don't know. I might do it, but like it does not. It just does not feel like a good Pokemon. Saraledge. Any other faster Pariah that's really of concern? I guess like Scizor, Lopunny, Megalop, Megasizz, and I think those are the ones that are like the big ones. Because everything else like Sucker Punch, Thunderclap. Yeah, those are the big ones. Like you could say like Waterfu, Aqua Jet, but I'm not that worried about that. Banette can't touch Booster Val. Oh, boost. Okay, that's a fair point. That's a fair point. Yeah, I guess yeah, like expendable items. Booster energy. I love that Banette is like immune to extreme speed. So many of the things that are tough. So it's gonna be, yeah, that's pretty much just Ival in this tier. And then I'd say hazard stacking, I feel like. We can make it a little harder with Swords Dance, but that's still troublesome. So we want, what do we want? At least a decent hazard control. At least decent hazard control. We want Stall Breaker. We want other Pokemon that take advantage of Revival Blessing. I think those are the big points. Much love, Pink. Gotta go now. Have a good one. Isn't Skitter Smack super effective against that thing? What do you mean that thing? Not Ival. Ival, I think, 4 times resists bug. Yeah, Ival 4 times resists. Yeah, let me get the Banette set up so everyone can see it. SD2 attacks, D-Bond is what we're packing. Could be a point for Gunk Shot, potentially. Could be, but then, like, the dark types in the tier. Gambit, Ting-Lu. I mean, there are other dark types, like T-Tar. Like, so many of the Pokemon that resist Poltergeist also resist Gunk Shot, which is why I'm not a huge fan of it. Ival, Tusk, Gold. Because Air Balloon, right? If it, like, switches in on a Skid or Smack, that could be rough. Remember to like the stream. Oh, they thought the Skitter Smack was a fairy move. That would be cool. If Banette had like Play Rough or something, I would definitely be pulling up with that. But It doesn't for some reason. It's a toy, but like, all right. What I think we want to do, I think we want to be focusing on balance and defensive teams. And I might be wrong about this. Maybe we'll just instantly start getting fried by like everything else. But I feel like we want to focus on the more defensive teams. I think those are going to be the biggest problem. Tusk is rough unless you debond because of knock. It's tough because I can't hit it if it has booster energy. It's not, most Tusk will not be rough. So I think the first thing I want to get down is a stall breaker. What is a good stall breaker? Remember to like the stream if you're enjoying, as always. Stallbreaker that kind of fits this sort of team. You know what could work here is an electric terrain kind of angle, I think, maybe. Palmot historically kind of does perform well in those sorts of teams. I think adding on Final Gambit is a mistake. That makes this too cheesy. Final Gambit stuff is like not that good. Can you fit Encore? No. Which of these moves could we sacrifice? Right? Z-Lele I did think about, yeah. Yeah, Z-Lele is an interesting one. Hoopa U and Natex has a really tough time. I do not think that's the move at all. Yeah, no, Lele makes sense. I definitely see the appeal. Let's try Psychium Lele. Set I like is CM Moonblast, Psyshock, Future Sight. Warnings hidden until 4 Pokemon. I wish it was 3. Can I change that? I don't think I can. That's fine. So let's see. How good do you think Gorebyss and Huntail would be if they could use Clamperl's signature moves? Really good. Maybe get banned. They'd be really, really good. I mean, this thing, it would have like a doubling attack item on 104 Swift Swimmer. Like that would be, yeah. Oh, 104. Yeah, no, Gorebyss would be like headed for the slammer. I mean, it would be a serious problem. I think, like in OU, I think it would be a serious problem. It's not in Gen 9. I'm pretty sure, because I probably would have used it because I really like Huntail. But yeah, it'd be pretty broken. Let's see. Or wait, Huntail, it's not doubling attack for Huntail, is it? It's some different, like boost defense, doesn't it? Or maybe I'm imagining things. Volcarona can be nice. Can be. Yeah, Volcarona, I mean, it's Volcarona, right? It's always doing pretty well. Part of me wants to add like Healing Wish as well, in form of like a Hatterene. Magic Bounce seems kind of nice as well. But yeah, that'll help with the more bulky teams. Hatterene kind of helps with those as well. But I don't know. If we add on a Hatterene, is this like in any way defensively supportable? Ooh. Look at that list of weaknesses. Everything in the kitchen sink. Okay. Maybe there's a different angle to go with here. Oh, it's special defense. Yeah, Huntail would be totally fine. Gorobus would be busted. Huntail would be not a problem. Yeah, oh, Ghost type? Ooh. That's not good. Yeah, we cannot afford a Hatterene. Okay, let's see. Let's add on a Landorus. I feel like when in doubt, throw on a Landorus, see what happens. That didn't actually help that much. Let's add on a Mola. You know, you guys know how it is. That gives us kind of like a 2-mon pivoting core, which seems you know, decent here. And then for this last, Fairy, Ghost, Flying, Grass. Okay. Fairy, Ghost, Flying, Grass. I don't think that's really possible to answer. Which is not necessarily an issue. Like, I don't think Ghost Resist is strictly needed. We also need some speed. Yeah, like we definitely do need to have something actually just like naturally fast on this team. I feel like such a cheeser, and I know I am. I'm looking at this team. I know I'm full of it. Are you a normal type after double shock? No, you're a fighting type. Palm wants electric fighting. Grass, Flying, Ghost, Fairy. Probably we want to steal. Can anything help us in the situation we're in? In case of emergency, break glass for Landorus Therian. That is facts. That is exactly what you do. Like a speedy steel type. We can't really afford to put a scarf on any of these things. I mean, we could put a scarf on like the Landorus. Theoretically, maybe that's new. Then we're counting on a Landorus with like a scarf Landorus for removal, which is, you know, not great. I don't love that. Oh, like I feel like Pharaoh, Ghost, and like that's like acceptable, I guess, kind of, maybe, sorta. This is so cheesy though. Oh boy, I think we need to go more offensive. I think this is looking too much like a balanced team. Yeah, this is looking too much like a balance. I think we've got to go more offensive. This isn't going to cut it. So I'm recommending booster treads, which I don't really... Like for the last slot? That's not the move. Yeah, I thought about Heatran, but I didn't think it fit too well here. But okay, I'm trying to think like what. Let's try Hatterene Wellspring. Instead, let's try this angle. How much PP does Hornleech have? 16. Okay, it's not great, but it's maybe workable here. Mm-hmm. And then yeah, we'll add on a Rapid Spinner, probably Treads. Treads is a fine idea here. Ghost, Fire, Grass, and Ice is now what we're struggling with. Let's make a we lose to list here. Might switch that out for Lando. Yeah, Treads might need to become the Landorus. Ground types. Ground types. Ghost. Was it Ghost, Fire, Grass, Ice? We're counting so much on Banette to stop every sweeper, which is not good. How does Prankster work with side terrain? D-Bond and Swords Dance target Banette, not the opponent, so it won't interfere with Prankster. If you try to use Prankster Encore in side terrain, then yeah, that won't work. Oh. Anthony, I will send that to you after the stream. Thank you. Okay. This is so cheesy. Yeah, I think we need more pivoting. So I'm gonna try Landorus here. I think like a Helmet Speedy Walk. Come on. Helmet Speedy sets. Seems good. Probably eject on this fella. This gets us a little more mobile, which I think is gonna be key. We'll go Frisk, of course. Helps us tell items. It's the best set, I think, on Banette. Well, no. Actually, maybe. Insomnia. Well, we have a Palmot. I mean, excuse me. We have a Hatterene. How is your new undisclosed location? It's interesting here. It is interesting here. Banette Palmot seems unsupported. I mean, hey, we'll see. We'll see. You never know. Now I think we need some strong prio for this last slot. Oh yeah, whoa, we have weaknesses to every type, and then some more. Ooh, that's not good. That is a long list of weaknesses. Oh my. Like the only thing that even comes close to answering this is Heatran, but I don't think that fits well. Is Keldeo still good? Nah. Actually, I guess Iron Moth handles a good amount of that. Flying and Ghost still unresisted, but I think that's acceptable given our team comp. Then we'd have to rely on like Mach Punch Palmot as our priority, which is like not loving that. Yeah, I'm not loving that at all. Could we swap out Ogerpon for like a Tapu Koko? Let's see, does that ruin us? Oh, water then, yeah. then water becomes a huge issue. So we kind of can't do that unless we were to try to trade out something else, which I don't really think is feasible. Maybe the Hatterene is not as valuable as I'm giving it credit for. I feel like we have to kind of ditch some stuff, and the Hatterene might be one of them. I do like the eject, but I'm not thinking it's worth it. Let's try to lean into the electric terrain angle. We'll go extender. Iron treads. We'll go extender on Coco. And then water, ground. Okay, cork drive. What can help us here? No, this isn't gonna work. I mean, we can go air balloon, which is obviously not like, not the premier solution, but it. I mean, hey, with a team like this, right? You gotta make some calls. So water and ghost. It's interesting that it took away, like adding an air balloon took away the ground issue. That's cool coding. Iron Moth isn't really a resist though. I mean, it kind of is. I don't think any cork drive Pokemon resist water except for Iron Leaves. Yeah. Oof. I don't know about Iron Leaves. I really don't know about Iron Leaves. It gives us a ground resist as well, though. Screw it, you only live once. Iron Leaves time. Psyblade, and then like what? Like Wild Charge? Seems good. Let's go Speed Booster. Seems good. And then let's try specs on this guy. Go Discharge, Overheat, Sludge Wave, Fiery Dance seems good. We probably want E-Ball though, eh? But like, I don't want to ditch any of these moves. Let's try this to start and see how it goes. And then we'll go SR. I know this looks super whack, guys. Trust me, I know. We don't want to go Ice Spinner, because that'll get rid of terrain. Ice Fang, yo. That would be a play. Let's go Supercell Slam. Attack invested seems... We don't want to go knockoff because Banette, right? Thunderbolt. U-turn. Like Toxic, Dazzling, I don't know. Well, Gliscor is kind of annoying. Let's go ahead and Power Ice. Sure. Revival Blessing. Encore, Mach Punch, Nuzzle. That's what these annoying MFs run, I think. We'll go max HP. Max speed. Seems good. Yeah, might as well. Someone was lamenting that I picked Iron Leaves. I mean, Water Resist. Volt Absorb, Natural Cure, Iron Fist. We could do like rest shenanigans if we wanted to be like really horrible people. Probably Volt Absorb. Banette is here to cheese stuff. It's here to ideally Destiny Bond 3 times per game. That's the plan there. We could also go eject on something. We could go eject on something. I don't think we can do that. Okay. All right, there's an alternate version of this team, I think, where we go like Landorus. And then that allows us to go, okay, like Psychic, no, that's, we still have to kind of put an Iron Leaves, don't we? Maybe like an Ogre Pawn here. Psychic, having, oh, no Psychic resist is not acceptable, actually. Dark, what do we got? Dark types go. King Gambit. I guess there are some alternate kind of versions. Like, no, this has no water resist. I mean, like, H-Rod, but then, like, that's not good here. Oh my god, dude. Oops. Quark Drive. This is tough. There's probably still a valid version with like a Wellspring, but let's get the show on the road. Let's start playing some games. But oh my god, dude. Oh my god. Yeah, so let's try this. I feel like E-Terrain might be a good place for this strategy, especially if you know, Banette can like debond some dark types. But yeah, let's give this a go. Maybe Speed Booster. Maybe Speed Booster Moth. Attack Booster Leaves. I'm just trying to think here, like, what's going to actually be the most effective breaker. Yeah, Saraledge is not fun. That is very true. Saraledge is brutal. Brutal. That is, yeah, that's a very good point. It's like, it's not like good game on preview, but it is close. That is just not acceptable. But then we have no, well, let's see. No, then we have, if we go Landorus here and keep the leaves, it doesn't change our, okay, let's try this. Oops, come on. Or actually, let's go eject button. I feel like I like that. Then we'll go SR, taunt, EQ, U-turn, and we'll just go max HP. This seems okay. Okay. This is the Mega Banette set. Attack, Invested, Swords Dance, Debond, Poltergeist. Yeah, SD2 attacks Poltergeist. SD2 attacks Debond. Alright. Maybe this is the angle. Okay. I don't know about this one. I don't know about this one, boys. Let's load up. Also, I've been getting some excuse me, I've been getting some Natdex background footage recently, so I'm going to be lower than you would expect. I've been like around rank 1 or rank 1 a lot lately. Now I think I'm like low to mid 1700s. We also could just be like, okay, no water resist. That is an approach. Like, accepting the water resist is, I think, valid maybe with this team. Okay, this is actually one of my teams. This is one of my teams, which is, it's cool to see. Yeah, so CB Zydog, I think it's, I can't remember if it's CB Zama or not. I think it's an SD Roost Scizor. Slowbro is standard like future port. I think Banette looks good here, honestly. I think it looks really solid against this team. I think I want to honestly kick it off with Banette, even. Okay, they start off with Tinglu, which is unfortunate news. I was hoping that would not be what they do, but let's Mega Evo and SD. It'll probably just try to set up... Okay, Ruination is interesting. I don't think we die to an EQ. We do. Oh, why are we minus defense? Okay, that's a huge mistake. Whoops, we have special attack investment. Okay, so that's bad. Let's hope it doesn't EQ here. Okay, we go for the Skitter Smack. Stealth Rocks, cool. Now, I think we can kill here with a Poltergeist. Yep, we can. So Poltergeist is a guaranteed KO, so we are going to go for that. And hopefully we catch something on the switch. It's going to be Ting Lu staying in, and down goes Ting Lu. That's 1 kill for Banette. Make a burner account, lol? No, never. We play on main always. Except the times I do use an account. Okay. So Bullet, no, this is not. This is probably Mega, and it's not holding a choice band. So, like, that will kill me is the problem. I'm going to debond and hope it doesn't just instantly go for the... So it did, because, as I said, the minus defense is killing us here. The minus defense is killing us here. Okay, we will be better about that next time, I guess, is all I can say. The fact that we can't remove sucks with this team. I think we add Defog onto Landorus, which I hate, but I think we do it. Whoops, EQ. I think we do Defog Rocks, which is normally terrible, but I think it works here. Okay. We can go and Nuzzle here. I don't see the Zydog entering right now. That would be kind of a wild play. And we do outspeed because it's an adamant Psyduck. Okay, paralyzing that is actually awesome. Because here's what we can do, right? We can Encore into the... Okay, we can Revival Blessing now. We're going to bring back the Banette. Which I hope it... Is it, like, not Mega Evolved again? I hope we can Mega Evolve it. Because if not, that's very bad news. So I very much hope we can Mega Evolve it again. Let me go Landorus here. Okay, they just forfeit. They did not want to play that. Okay, fair enough. We take those. Yeah, so we're mid 1700s. So, okay, that's, I mean, 1 win. Hey, that's 1 win in the bag, all right? That's 1 win in the bag. Okay, good thing we have Skitter Smack, because this team has a lot of normal types. A lot of normal types. Oh my god. Okay. I really like Iron Moth here. I think that's going to be our primary breaker. Let's kick it off with Tapu Koko. Ooh, you know what? Iron Leaves is looking fire as well. A lot of Pokemon I like the look of here. Okay, I don't think this is going to do anything like too crazy. I think it should just be like clicking Stealth Rock. So I'm going to U-turn. Rocky Helmet. Okay, that confirms we're not going to see any Sticky Barb BS. I think we just go Moth, and then we start clicking Fiery Dance, I think is the play. So Blissey, I believe if we get like decent RNG, we can actually break past Blissey with these Fiery Dances. And okay, I think we're off to a good start with that plan. If it has Thunder Wave, that sucks, but otherwise I think we're in good shape. Yeah, so as you can see, this is why I love Specs Iron Moth. This thing is so powerful. It just does this. Like, it just destroys stuff. Is Mega Banette the featured mon, or is it Iron Leaves? It's Mega Banette. Yeah, or this is not going to take it, buddy. I don't know. Okay, yeah. 1-hit KO. There we go. Very nice. Let's see how much we're taking from a Megalopony, like, return. That's, like, a lot. Okay. Let's go into Landorus. Oh, Landorus eject is actually perfect here. Yeah. Awesome. Fake out. Get that. Okay. Let's go Mega Banette. I think this is a good time to go into it and SD. Okay. Let's go for the Polter. This will do a ton. Yeah, not quite a kill, but very close. Flip turn comes out, makes sense. Lopunny, let's do the debond thing. Okay, let's do the debond thing. I'm gonna Poltergeist here. This should kill. We'll see if they switch to Lopunny. They do not switch to... Oh, it's unaware though. I see. Clever. I'll go for it again. Okay, cool. We get that. So it might have fake out quick attack is the thing. So, what do I want to go into here? We might go defensive Palmot. Let's go Palmot here. I surely you don't click like a regular attack. Yeah, okay, cool. Oh my gosh, that did a billion. So we super die to the follow-up. Okay, let's go Coco here, I guess. That did so much. I wonder if that confirms. No, it's probably Jolly. I saw your thumbnail. I'm getting exposed on the net, RN. Rip. I mean, they might be worried about Mach Punch. They really shouldn't be. Maybe they are, though. Okay, CC, that's good. That's good. So we can kind of get confirmation on whether or not it's quick attack here, which I like. What's the sack? What is the sack? I feel like... What's the sack? Yeah. I'd like to get hazards off the field. That would be great. Iron Leaves is looking really nice. I feel like it's Banette, honestly. I don't think it's that, like, vital. Okay, yeah, and there's the quick attack. We see that confirmed. Good to know. I'll debond in case they mess up, but yeah, they should just click that. Okay, cool. In comes the Leaves. We got the speed boost. I think that there's no reason not to just click Sideblade here. We don't need to be, like, tricky about this. How much are we doing to Terapagos? Okay, Mola, yeah, you're not going to take this that well. Which, love that Sideblade, like, shout out to Sideblade being a contact move for no reason. Yeah, this is why we really need those hazards gone, because this is not so good. We might just lose right here to Fake Out, actually. Fake Out plus Quick Attack. We probably do. No. Yeah, no, we don't. Cool. So we have a chance to do some stuff here. Megalop is rough. We sack Moth here. Unfortunately, it did not die. We'll go for Fiery Dance. That's fine. Yeah, Quick Attack comes out. Okay, so I think here's the plan. Here's what I think the plan. We go Leaves here, scare this out. We go Lando, we get the defog off, which is going to allow our Leaves to come in multiple times. Yeah, cool. That worked. Let's defog. Okay, now I do not care. Like, I'm fine with that. We can get up Stealth Rock, honestly. Port comes out. Okay, that's fair. Actually, this is not good because this thing could do its Go Palm out here. His Mach Punch does 0. Let's go Coco. Hope they don't click Rapid Spin again. They shouldn't. They really shouldn't. Yeah, but I don't think we even kill here with a C. We don't, but we. It's all we can do. It's all I can do. Yeah, we got fried here. The Lopunny was just like double Prio Lopunny is I think the probably the worst thing. We have no normal resist. We don't, do we? I'm surprised. Did the team analyzer not tell me that? No, it did not tell me we don't have normals. Oh no, because we have a Banette. Right, I'm being dumb. It's just Lopunny specifically. That's the issue then. So how do we deal with that? How do we handle that? Okay, that's good. I guess that they did that. Okay, we can actually, maybe we can win now. Or let's U-turn in case they swap, which they really shouldn't. Okay, we can do, I'm thinking we've got to do some Revival Blessing BS. So we have to go Leaves here. Let's go Palmot. I don't know what they're saying, like, no, about, like, I don't think I win. I still don't think I have a way of winning this. Because if we Revival Blessing up like Coco to get more turns of each rain, we don't kill with Leaves, so it doesn't actually get us anywhere. If we Revival Blessing Moth, that will... we won't have enough turns of each rain. If we bring back... like Banette, could that be an angle? I think that's the angle. I think that's our best angle. But yeah, from here, I don't think there's really much we can do. Could have gone for Nuzzle there if I knew the Rapid Spin was coming off, but Rapid Spin was not really a sensible or honestly very good play. But I mean, it worked. It got us here. But yeah, that was not that good of a play. Like, that was a really weird one. Okay, so how do we... let's see. I'm trying to think, like, is there any world where we can figure something out here? Yeah, like, I guess we should have nuzzled, but I saw a path and now I don't. So I think I'm just losing it. Okay, I'm gonna hope they throw is the plan. So wait a second, we can't Mega Evolve again. Okay, this strategy sucks then. You can't Mega Evolve, guys. It can't. Okay, so no, there's no. Yeah, this strategy is done. Okay. Okay, this stream is over. Wow, I had no idea you couldn't, like, it like reverted you to normal form and you couldn't. I guess that kind of makes sense because you can only Mega Evolve once per battle and then it so okay. I thought you could. You can't. Well, there we go. That's the end of the stream, pretty much. Yeah. That's not good. Okay, well, let's... that's over. Well, there we go. Yeah, it doesn't come back Mega and you can't Mega again. So... someone's saying he finally has the critical information, as if chat was telling me. Chat was not telling me that. Okay, well that's not good. I tried to tell you. Repeat it in all caps. If it's something like that ruins the entire building idea of the stream, like, repeat it, and then other people in chat will catch on. Chat mentioned, I mean, I did not ever see it. I'm trying to focus on the games. I'm sure somebody mentioned it a couple times, but like that's the kind of thing you bring out the all caps, you bring out the at pink acrosses for. Yeah, that okay. Well, Which I mean, I don't. So, I'm sure, as I said, I'm sure somebody told me. I did not see it though. There was at least 3 people. None of them repeated it. None of them did all caps. None of them pinged me. There's a ton of people chatting. I cannot see it all. Like, I'm not saying it's your fault. It's definitely not chat's fault. Like this is obviously I should have checked that this. Well, I mean, it's a stream. It's not like I'm doing like something serious, like some like, finance advice or anything. But no, like this is definitely my fault. But like people saying like, oh, we tried to tell, like, no, there wasn't, not that many people were working hard to try to tell me, at least. When chat chat will like scream at me about like missing like an ability on a Pokemon or something, like everyone will be yelling at me. Like that's the kind of thing we sort of need. Backseating you would be kind of cringe. I mean, the mechanic, the fundamental mechanic doesn't work is rather important. The interaction is even checkable in game. I mean, yeah, I found that out. But no, I'm not blaming chat. I'm just saying I did not see anybody saying it. Not that there weren't people saying it, which there evidently were. But yeah, I did not see it. I'm surprised. Well, I hate all caps when someone's like, pink across, tell me what you think about this team. But when it's like something like this, I don't hate all caps and I don't hate pings. But no, yeah, like when like Ora Fantastica's in chat using all caps all the time, being like, what do you think of the Spinda team I sent you? I'm like, yeah, well, that's annoying. But no, yeah, as I said, I did not see it. Those that said it, thank you. But yeah, well. Let's see. Let me check my other... I mean, I guess we could just do like other Mega Banette ideas, which I'm not that excited about other Mega Banette ideas. I don't think this Pokemon's that good. But yeah, no, obviously, yeah, definitely, as I said, not blaming chat, just saying I did not see it. I did not see it. And feel free in the future to use all caps, ping me, like, if the fundamental idea does not work. That's definitely... like if I'm like building an entire rain team around Pelipper and like you're like, Pelipper doesn't get Drizzle in this format, like go for the all caps, that kind of thing. Okay. But as I said, not blame, just saying for future reference, that'd be good. But this is definitely my fault. Don't want it to seem like I'm blaming chat. This is definitely my fault. Okay. That in mind, does Banette get pain split? I think maybe. Let's see. It does. I mean, that's kind of interesting. But no, like Cotton Guard pain split sounds terrible. Trick, no, Banette's terrible in Trick Room. Sleep talk priority. I mean, that's rest talk, but that is kind of funny. I'll give it up. Have you seen the cheese Mega Banette strat vid Joey posted a few hours ago? I have not. I was sleeping because I'm in Asia. Okay. If it's not Spied Ops, it's trash. Mega Electros has entered. Okay, that's all right. You made a mistake the moment you didn't add an Avalugg. Facts. Okay, so like, what's the other, like, what's another reason to run Mega Banette? Like, I don't know. I mean, I feel like the next best set is probably like Wisp, Encore, Debond, Poltergeist, probably. And probably on like a Hazard stack team, I'm going to say. So we'll go Adamant. Let's go minus special attack this time, not minus defense. And okay, like I guess we'll try Hazard Stack. Priority Wisp to enable other sweepers against physical mons. Not really, that doesn't really work. Like in theory, that's cool. Like, oh, we'll Wisp and then like, you know, Volcarona can sweep. But people aren't just going to leave in their physical attackers to get Wisp by Banette. They sometimes will have to. Sometimes they'll have game, but like, that's not the kind of thing you can control. It's not like a Mega Scovillain kind of situation. Apparently Revival used to bring back Megas, but it was updated not to. Okay. I see. Because I was going to say, like, I could have sworn it happened to me, but I don't know. Anyway, let's, honestly, I got a Wug Trio team. Let's just, like, find a team and use it. Like, find a fun one. We can use the, this one was good. Let's find that super greedy team we did. Actually, I think that's up here. We did that pretty recently, wasn't it? Or am I imagining that? I guess I'm imagining that. A lot of submissions. Here we go. Yeah, this team was pretty cool. Let's just climb ladder a bit with this. Yeah, we could do Mega Banette, but I'm just not. My heart is not in it. I mean, all right, I guess. Well, no, let's give it a shot. Maybe it's good on Hazard Stack. Maybe it's good on Hazard Stack. There is a legitimate chance of that. So let's try this. Let's try this set. What's our rock setter? Let's go with... I'm trying to think what kind of team I want this to be. Probably like balance kind of offense. Balance/offense, I think, in that kind of arena. I think Alo does fit well with this. Banette obviously doesn't care that much about wish passing, but being able to slow pivot and if your opponent sets up, go into Banette and shut it down, that's pretty cool with Encore. So the problem is, like, this thing is kind of just like Sableye. Like, Sableye can do this. You know? I don't know. The spooky girlies are lending you their energy. Well, I appreciate that. We'll need all the spooky energy we can get. Spikes. What's gonna do spikes? Actually, I feel like this kind of has to be a more offensive Hazard Stack. Yeah, so let's go like Samurott. And let's go Samurott Landorus. It's a classic one. We need taunts, so Corviknight can't just remove her hazards. We'll probably go Black Glasses SD on this. Once again, pressuring Corviknight is the idea. So yeah, I don't think we include Olo. The Mola's been at everyone. Mark your bingo cards. Well, you better wipe them off, because Mola is back out on the street. Yeah. Let's see. So, okay, we got hazards, and then what do we want to take advantage of the hazards? Not a Mega Evolution, because we used it on Banette. Okay. I feel like Scarf Lele seems good. Gives us like solid speed control, and we don't care too much about the loss of pra. Grass Flying Rock Fairy. Okay. I think Ogerpon is good here. I don't know about that. I don't think it's supportable. What if we added on a Volcarona? Nah, I don't think that fits that well here. Actually, no, that blocks Encore as well. You're right. Yeah, so we can't go Lele here. I forget we are running moves that actually... Oh, and Wisp too, yeah, so that's not such a good move. Throw on a Zima, I mean, dude. Like maybe a Terapagos. And then, yeah, no, yeah, that's not the move. Or do we go Boots? We probably just go Boots Pokemon on this. I mean, we don't need it to wrap. Won't you block? Yeah. Thank you, Lazy Burbs. Appreciate it. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know what SB is either, but does this even make sense? Grass, Flying Rock, Dragon Fairy. Okay. Survival Blessing. It's Revival Blessing. Oh, RB. Okay. Yeah, no, it's too late now. We already found that one out the very hard way, I'm afraid. That was brutal. Yeah, that one's gonna haunt me for sure. Let's add on a Kingambit. Let's go add on the physical spam. Gives us good defensive support. Fairy's the only thing we're having issues with now. So we need something fast that resists Fairy, ideally, which doesn't really exist. So we can go Scarf on this. And then we'll go Bugsy. Let's try this. Yeah, start with Frisk, Scarf, yeah, Ceaseless, Sacred Sword, I think is kind of nice on these. Razor Shell, and we'll go with Flip Turn. Helmet. A lot of Pokemon here are kind of designed to pressure Kingambit, is the idea. Excuse me, pressure Corviknight. And Spinners will be stopped by Banette, or at least that's the hope. Rapid Spin, Terra Starstorm, Ice Beam, Flamethrower. I like Modest on these guys because it gets the likely at least one hit KO on Spidef Gliscor, and Gliscor grinds my gears big time. I hate that Pokemon. SD, Kowtow. Oh no, not Kowtow. Knockoff, Iron. Low kick. Because we're not that great against Kingambit ourselves. We'll go Speedy on this guy. Once again, gotta outspeed those Corvs. Maybe even Jolly. QD, Fire Dance, Sub, Bug Buzz, Swarm, of course. And let's just go. We really want the plus speed. We'll go with that. Yeah, not sure about our stall matchup is my main concern. Maybe ditch Scarf on H-Rot. Count on Prio and other measures instead of speed control. Might be okay, but we'll see how we go. So let's see, Sharpness, Swarm, Supreme Overlord, Terra Shell, Intimidate. Okay, I think I know how all these Pokemon work. I don't think I'm going to have any tragic disappointments in discovering mechanics, so I think we're ready to go. HF. Okay. Yeah, okay, Banette doesn't look too bad here, actually. Yeah, Poltergeist looks good. I think we want to kick it off with Landorus and just taunt the Clefable. That seems like a good start. Okay, well, let's do it. Like, triple Axle would be sad, but that's not common. Well, let me fact check that claim. What elo is our opponent? 1620. Okay, so yeah, 1500 plus. Lopunny. Triple Axle on 40%. Oh, okay. I'm not loving those stats. Do we go with it anyways? Probably not. Let's go H-Rot, because the one thing you definitely don't do is just like click a fighting move for no reason. Okay, good thing we scouted. I'm glad we did that. Let's flip turn here. I don't think they'll stay in. If they do, we're going to flip turn into Landorus. Do you watch the NBA? I do not. Okay, yeah, they clicked CC, so that's good. Let's go back to H-Rot. They don't have a ghost type, which is nice too, so we can rapid spin freely. Sick, love to see that. Let's Ceaseless Edge here. Please don't be Scarf. Please don't be Scarf Draco. I'd be really sad. Okay, good. We see Leftovers. Fair enough. Let's just go for another one. Tusk comes out. It's Banette time. This is what it's for. Is Banette? It's not going to die here, are you? Okay, good. Probably should have gone. Okay, they did click Rapid Spin. Cool. So I'm actually going to not Mega Evolve and go for Wisp here because, you know, prankster stuff, right? Okay, so we could Mega Evolve and just throw off Big Poltergeist. That's an option. AV, with AV though, I think the better option is we go Lando, we get up more hazards. Okay. Well, okay, so we have to U-turn here, and I think Terapagos makes the most sense. Oh, if we get special attack drop, that really sucks though. So maybe Banette, but then that's our spin blocker. Ugh. Let's go Trap. Let's Rapid Spin. Honestly, if they get into a war with us about this, we could go Volcarona and probably smoke them. Okay, cool. That, I'm happy with that. Let's go back into H-Rot, I think is fine. Future Sight. Okay, I'm down to get up third layer. Works for me. Let's go Gambit here. We can, like, we don't have Iron Head, but they don't know that. So this will probably scare them out. Okay, they go into Tusk. Yeah, let's go King Banette here, obviously, right? Or let's wait a little bit. We're gonna pause here and be like, "Ooh, are we gonna go for a crazy play? Are we gonna?" But then, like, obviously, we're not. We're gonna go into Banette. But let's like doesn't hurt to put them on ice for a minute, you know. All right, I'm getting impatient, so let's go into Banette. Okay, they got us, obviously. Let's Wisp. Let's Mega Evo Wisp. Okay, going into Clef. Yeah, I'm not like that's fine. Let's bring in Volcarona. Let's do it. Let's see what they want to do. Lottie, okay. I don't know what you're doing, but I'm sure. Let's go, what, King Gambit here? Surely you don't click like Aura Sphere. That's what you definitely don't do. Okay, Draco. And that didn't do very much. Should be a pretty simple knockoff. I don't feel the need to go and do anything crazy. This is why you don't run AV Tusk, guys, by the way. Like AV Tusk, this is why you don't run it. Because it's not real removal. Okay, yeah. Lopunny coming out. That's tough. Should just be... Well, let's not lose to their King Get, but like this should just be a Landorus here, I'm thinking, right? Well... You're the last person I want to run into when I'm trying new teams. I feel that. Oh, they just forfeit. Okay, GG. Okay, I think what's our record now? We're 2-1. Okay, so honestly, maybe the Hazard stack is good. I mean, Banette... Credit to Banette on Hazard stack. It does spin block, and it does give you kind of like a one get out of jail free card against sweepers. So maybe it's okay. Maybe it's worth using. No cancel button on champions. Oh, right. Yeah, it's interesting. Okay, HF. Once again, this is just going to be a Lando lead. As far as how we break here, potentially King Gambit doesn't look too bad. Volcarona could maybe get some stuff done, kind of depends on the Blissey. It's mostly going to be, I think, a Hazard stack angle, but, you know, kind of depends on how things go. So let's kick it off with Lando. Yeah, okay, there's a Lopunny again. Once again, it's going to be an H-Rot. Let's see what they go for. It's Fake Out this time. Let's Flip Turn Out. Clefable enters. Rocky Helmet confirmed. Fine. Could go Volcarona right here. I think that's, even for me, that's a little greedy. Let's get up Stealth Rock. Okay, cool. I'm going to Taunt here because I think they probably go for rocks. And they just Moonblast. All right. We can Earthquake. That's going to not quite do it. Am I okay with this? I think I am. Let's Ceaseless Edge. If we miss this, we probably lose. That would be really bad. We hit. Okay. Yeah, that's good. That's good news. Yeah. I think you will not be... Okay. Well, maybe... No, that's... Okay. Let's go for a Ceaseless Edge again, actually. Because, yeah, that Banette dies. Okay. We got him. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. So I think now the play is just Volcarona Fiery Dance. Yeah, that super kills. We outspeed. I'm not tripping. Yeah, this is why you go timid on these guys. Like, I am trying, like, you guys know I am the greediest human being that has, like, walked the earth, but it's just, it's such a bad play to go with certain moves on this. So, okay, I think King Gambit is fine here. If they go for Teleport, that's unfortunate. They just go for rocks. That's not great either, but that could be worse. I think just Knockoff is okay here. We get Garchomp on deck, and this is for sure has spikes. they go for it. I'm going to go for the Sucker Punch. Okay, we got the read correct. I'm happy to see that. I think I'm okay to... Well, no, we kind of need this for Blissey, don't we? Banette, how much are you taking, buddy? Oh, Banette, why are you frail? Might the play be a Volcarona sack? I feel... Well, it's either that or a Banette sack. I feel like it's a Banette sack, I'm afraid, guys. I'm sorry, but I think that was the right play. We're going to go Trap and just spin here. I mean, Banette, they're talking trash, but let's not forget, don't let them forget, okay, that this game, the reason that all these hazards are up is because they were afraid Banette might come in. So the fact that Banette died does not mean it was bad this game. Let's get that straight. So I don't necessarily want to go into King Gambit because the two seismic tosses would be pretty bad, actually. So I think what I want to do is actually go into Volcarona here. And we'll see if they have talk. We'll see what they want to do. I think we QD here. Okay, they just go for that. Let's QD again. I think we do. Okay, cool. And how much is Z Bug Buzz doing? It's going to do a lot of damage. Let's QD again. Savage spin out time, baby. Is this going to kill? Probably. Ooh, you'll love to see it. Okay, we just sack this here. That's fine. And then it's Terrapagos time, right? So Flamethrower, not a kill, actually, somehow. Which, are we at +1 speed? Do we outspeed this Lopunny? We do not, actually, so that's not good. But King Gambit, after this thing takes another hazard entry, is definitely killing. So I think we just Terra Starstorm here. Okay, gold comes in. That's fine. Let's Flamethrower here. All out pummeling doing 0. Love to see it. So if we get quick attacked like a billion times, then we're in trouble. So that's pretty much the situation. I'm going to click Sucker every time. We got him. GG. Okay, so, I mean, hey, they were talking trash about Banette, but they lost because of hazards, and hazards were up because of Banette. So let's get that straight. All right, HF. So this is not awesome. Moltres is the end. Molt is brutal. Moltres. Let's just make sure, because sometimes I don't even recognize my own notes sometimes. That's just because it was a ghost type. You could say the same as if it were a Ghastly. Yeah. And then Ghastly would be good in that game. Okay. But yeah, Banette is not having a great day here. No water resist, which is cool. Cool for A-Trot. It's actually also, I feel like Aqua Cutter is better on these Scarf ones. We'll go with that. All right. I think we just kick it off with Lando again. I don't see any need to adjust that strategy. I'll set up rocks. Dragon Tail, cool. Terrapagos? Volcarona. This is not specially defensive. What the heck, dude? Let's, honestly, let's just throw out a Savage Spin out right now. We could maybe just eliminate this Garchomp. That would be worthwhile. Cool. Because this Volcarona probably isn't that useful, because there's a Moltres anyway, so. Question on turn 9 of last game, why didn't you sub on Blissey? Because I wanted to Quiver Dance more, and I didn't think the Blissey, and you know, if it poisoned me, like, fine. I just predict, usually they just spam Seismic Toss. They usually don't go for Toxic because they're worried about sub. Okay, Coco come. That's a really weird Coco, I feel like. I mean, this thing is still kind of helpful for answering their King Gambit, so like maybe we keep it around. I think I'm just gonna click Fiery Dance though, honestly. Like that works for me. And yeah, I'm going to click it again. I think like we'll do the waiting trick here. What I'm going to do here is, yeah, we're going to kind of bait them a little bit. Think like, oh, we might go Lando, and then we'll just click Fire Dance again. And yep, they clicked Roost, thinking we'd do something. I don't know why they're letting all these Pokemon die to Volcarona. There is a Moltres right there, buddy. There is a Moltres right there. Let's go to Banette. Let's actually keep it Mega Evolved and go for Wisp here, because that's the only way. And it worked like a charm. Well, if we hit. No Lumberry? Awesome. Love to see it. That was great. That was a great moment. Okay, here should just be King Gambit. I don't think Pursuit... Okay, Pursuit should do a lot, but it's not going to kill. Yeah, cool. That actually did a ton, though. Black glasses. Still not possible. We got a Choice Band Landorus in the house, folks. Let's U-turn out here. Moltres, yeah. This is where it becomes problematic, because this thing kind of beats our entire team, Loki. Let's go Samurott, hit it with the Razor Shell. I think we need to go on the offensive. Okay, Gambit comes out. Let's see if this Razor Shell hits. I hope so. It does. Nice. Good to see. Let's go into our Volcarona here, assuming they Sucker Punch. Okay, they knock off. That's fine. We can just Fiery Dance. And now we have like a huge boost on this. I'm down to Bug Buzz here. I like the hazards. I feel like my opponent's like desperate to remove, and I don't really get why, because it's just not that big of a deal. Go into this. We could Sacred Sword. We'd do it, which would kill. Let's do that. I don't think you ever switch to Moltres here. All right. Yeah, we definitely swap here. Landorus is useless for everything else, so we just go into Lando here. Yeah, sure. I mean, well, okay, you might have Shadow Sneak, I guess, is the bigger problem. Let's go for just the Earthquake. We get critical hit, which did matter, so that kind of sucks. Trying to think about like the best approach here. I think we go King Gambit here and we Sucker Punch. That's going to do a ton. Well, hopefully you're not Drain. And yeah, that's... So I realized just a little bit late that this might be the set that I... So, okay, here's what we do. We go into this, we flip turn into Banette. Yeah. This probably has Shadow Sneak, but it now dies to Samurott's Razor Shell. So what I'm going to do is... I'm going to Mega Evolve and Poltergeist. Probably, yeah. So as I said, I think this is the set I used. So we're just going to hope we hit Razor. If we hit 95 accuracy, if we hit some Razor Shells, we are good to go. We win the game. Yeah, Moltres there is a good switch, but it did not end up getting what it needed. Please hit again. Okay, we do hit. GG. Yeah, that was too close for comfort. I made that harder than it needed to be by forgetting about the Drain Punch thing. Yeah, King Gambit was not the sack there. Okay, HF. Do I still have... I do still have D-Bond, yes. Okay. Whoa. Team notes. We lose to Shifu. It is bad. Yes. I mean, I guess it's not. I think we have to lead Banette, though. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go for the non-Prankster Wisp. Surely you don't stay in here. What elo are you? So, yeah. And then we burn the Lou. Epic. Okay. That's not bad. Let's go Lando, and let's set up Stealth Rock. And then we're probably going to die to the Shifu, but that's okay. And we see Choice Scarf confirmed, which is nice. Nice little Frisk moment there. Interesting. Staying in. Please don't bring... And you instantly bring out Volcarona. How did I know? Let's go for a Savage Spin Out. I think this thing will just Whirlwind again. Okay, at least... Okay, we got good luck on the second draw. That first one, oh my god, that was so annoying. That was so irritating. I'll go for another Rapid Spin here. That just gives us enough speed to outpace the Shifu. Why are you doing this to yourself? 25% chance to KO? Yeah. I'm down. No, we did not get it, but that's fine. Like, that is... I'm totally okay with that outcome. Ooh, do we go Volcarona here? Is an interesting question. Could do that. Could do that. Could also just go... How much is CC doing from this thing to a Volcarona? But that has a chance to kill, so we don't do that. All right, let's go Banette, and I don't think there's any reason not to Mega Evolve anymore, so let's do it, and let's just go for the Wisp. Yeah, Terapagos comes in, and we miss, which sucks. Let's Wisp again, because that's our only way of actually damaging this thing. Let me go H-Rod here. Okay, now we're going to Flip Turn into Banette, and probably Encore it. Yep, let's Encore. Okay, cool, and now we can click... do we Wisp or do we... I think we Poltergeist. This should kill. Yep, very nice. Okay, honestly, the Banette's not performing badly at all. Wasn't trying. Okay. GG. I mean, if you weren't trying, you could have forfeited turn one. Okay, we're 5-1. I mean, other than the game where we didn't know the mechanics work, we're kind of cooking. HF. Yeah, this is another case where Hazard Stack is the angle. I'm thinking Volcarona looks amazing here. That's our primary win con. Kingambit, I could see being effective as well. Banette doesn't look amazing, honestly. There's no... Like, Defog is the only real removal here, so if we can take a D-Bond, we probably go for that. Terapagos, sadly... You know what I should do? Let me change this out, because Petron's been increasingly popular lately. We don't actually need Flamethrower. Let's go Earth Power, but then Corviknight is a little tough, isn't it? Yeah, so maybe we do need Flamethrower, but that's Petron is tough here. So we'll have to kind of be wary of their hazard. So we definitely lead Landorus. We definitely kick it off with that. Okay. This I don't like. Yeah, maybe should have led Banette and just like immediately tried to Destiny Bond this thing. But okay, we're in this now. Let me just Stealth Rock, and if we die, we die. Okay, that went well. Let's taunt. Cool. They try to rock up. Makes a bunch of sense. Let's go Samurott here. And let's just Aqua Cutter right away. Corviknight enters. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. So we can go back into Landorus. Okay, we can taunt again. Kind of leaves us in a negative loop with this Gliscor thing, though. But next time we can maybe flip turn. Probably the angle. Try to get in. I'm going to say Volk. So let's U-turn here. Okay, now let's go H-Rot, and let's flip turn this time. They might just stay in an Earthquake again, and they do indeed do that. Which is rough. Let's go to Wrap, which I hate burning it this, or like not burn, but you know what I mean, like using it this early. I do hate that, but I think we kind of have to. I'm gonna go for the Flamethrower here. You surely don't stay in. Okay, this is why I really would have liked Earth Power. I'll go for the Ice Beam because I think it'll just Parting Shot. We'll try to catch the Gliscor coming in here, but they probably won't. Okay, it's Corv. Makes sense. We can Flamethrower, but they'll probably just roost. We can try Flamethrowing. Actually, let's go. I should have gone Banette. Okay, they do have defog, so yeah, this is not going well. We need to find some way. Brave Bird. Okay, we get confirmation on Brave Bird, which sucks. That's bad news. Let's U-turn out here. Because I don't think they want to just stay in and get taunted. They totally might, though. They might be totally down to do that. is the trouble. And the Spidef score. Okay, well, that's actually a really nice U-turn to get, so that's good. Let's go Banette here. Let's Poltergeist. Yeah, and let's Poltergeist here. Wow, why'd you just do that? Okay, they just made a really weird play, and it worked, so that's unfortunate. I don't understand one bit, but hey, it is what it is. Let's U-turn here. Hopefully not Axel. But we're having one of those games where we cannot really afford to say. Anyway, let's Ice Beam here. Okay, now let's go King Gambit, and we're going to, on the Petron coming in, then we'll Swords Dance. Yeah, so we are in a bad spot, make no mistake about it, but we are not in a we're not in an undoable spot. I'm going to knock off here. Okay, cool. We kill the Gliscor. That's big. We're going to low kick, and they are low kick, and they... You know how rare that is? Like, this speedy? Oh my god, dude. I'm frustrated. Okay, and we instantly, of course, yeah. No, that's, yeah. Alright, I'm going to go EP on this. We'll deal with Corviknight other ways. It wasn't that effective anyway. So to help with the Petrunt, and on this, that really pissed me off, so I'm going Jolly. Okay. Back to it. You have better teams? Yeah, I'm aware. And it's called a building and battling stream, not a stream where I use only my best teams. That's a frustrating comment. Anyway, remember to like the stream if you're enjoying. Yeah, that was a super annoying game. I don't know. Yeah, with our adjustments, we definitely win that game though. With our adjustments, we can definitely win that game. Okay, this looks like a pretty good matchup for us. I want to kick it off with Landorus again. Hazard stack is very effective here. I don't think that's a stream sniper. You think so? I don't think so. Let's rock up. Toxic. Yeah, that's like mildly frustrating, but it's fine. I mean, yeah, let's go A-Trot here. Okay, they tried Toxic again. It doesn't work. That's annoying for them. Let's Cecil's Edge. Let's do it again. Let's go for another one. Let's go Banette here, obviously. Yeah. Wisp. Debond. Surely you don't attack here, but then the last person did. The last person was just like, yeah, my Lopunny's pretty good. I'm just gonna attack anyway. So let's do it. Let's debond here. You never know. Okay, I'll go Landorus, since I'm hoping you headlong here. Okay, they didn't facade at least, so that's good. And let's U-turn, I think, into Gambit, because I'm imagining you don't click Earthquake again. You facade, yep, that makes sense. And then knock off, if you are HP invested, does that kill? It does still, yeah, so we just knock off here. They let the Terapagos get its boots removed. Wow. Talk about questionable plays. That was the absolute last Pokemon I would sack here. Oh my gosh. Okay. No, that last game wasn't that suspicious. I don't think my opponent was stream sniping. Okay. This is unaware now, so that's good, question mark. Let's go Terapagos and hit it with a big Terra Starstorm. We do want this thing dead. Okay, sick. That did a ton. Let's go for it again. Lissy comes out. Wow, this is also... Yeah, like, why did you sack your Terapagos, bro? That was just so not it. Okay, let's go King Gambit. Yeah, that was just like a really whack play. Like your team is so weak to hazards. Like that is the last Pokemon in the world you let die, and your Blissey is now dead on entry. Yeah, it's super just Landorus here. Return. I mean, we can win with we can just win with Volcarona, so I'll just U-turn here. Like you can Axel, it's fine. This is tough. Let's go, we can go Banette here. Bait out the Lopunny, kill it with Landorus's helmet. No, someone said, remember you're playing in low ladder. Now I'm getting exposed. Wait, you're watching the stream during your game? No, I'm getting or maybe they just know they're not doing so. Yeah, I mean, the mistake this game was, like, you weren't doing that badly. Like, you called out the Banette, it was good. But you, like, the way you should have been playing this game is, how do I remove hazards? That is the number one thing you should have been doing here, is how do I remove hazards? And instead you sacked your Terapagos as the first sack, which basically sealed your fate completely. Yeah, that's going to be GG. I mean, I wouldn't say this is a stall team. Like, there's a whole... This is not a stall team. This is, like, balance. Okay. Let's go for it again. I want to face the Petron guy again. Endure Debond for infinite stalling and Curse Body Fishing? No. That sounds terrible. So it doesn't have Cursed Body when it Mega Evolves, but it's also like, no, that's not good. Endure's not the play. Okay. HF, once this is, I mean, I keep leading Lando, but like it makes sense. We could set up on the Heatran with Volcarona. It doesn't have leftovers, unfortunately, this Volcarona, but that's it still might do it. Opponent seems not happy that they're facing us, which I'm happy to see. Yes. I am indeed streaming. 1903. Okay, we got a respectable opponent here. Yeah, they say hey stream. Say hi stream. Say hi chat. All right, but yeah, threats here, potentially the Tapu Lele. Moonblast is kind of rough all around. Banette, because there's a Mola, Banette's not amazing here. Might ditch Wisp for Swords Dance the way these games... No, but then we've kind of been using Wisp. We have been using Encore, which is weird, because Prankster Encore is theoretically busted. All right, Mola lead, yeah, makes sense. I mean, I hate getting poisoned here. Like, Mola's kind of annoying for this team. Brutal. Toxic Mola, rough. We could taunt. I think I like that, because, like, I don't think you just flip turn. Yeah, cool. Okay, it was a little bold, but it worked for us. We super taunt you, yeah. Oh, okay. The pivoting, okay, they're pivoting. They're pivoting. I can respect that. See, I don't know. Like, this could be double removal. It could be defog, score, rapid spin to wrap. I really hope not. I'm hoping it's like rocks. I mean, it used U-turns. That's kind of uncommon. All right, we can U-turn here. I'm going to go into, I think, Samurott. Let's Ceaseless Edge. If they go into Gliscor and Defog, where, I mean, like, I don't, you know. If it's double removal, if it's like Heatran double removal against like a Volcarona H stack, I mean, like, at some point you got to just throw your hands up in the air and say, oh well. Yeah, Volk stayed banned, which is probably like a good decision, which is crazy because this is the SVOU voter base. Good decisions isn't really how they roll. But they appear to have made an okay call. If they go Trap here, I'm clicking Ceaseless Edge again. Doesn't Heatran wall Volk? Theoretically, but in practice, no. Okay, that went all right, I guess. So they could Protect here, which wouldn't be good for us at all. So I'm going to go King Gambit, I think, in case the... Okay, I wish they protected there. They didn't. Fine. I did just realize the anti-synergy between King Gambit knockoff and all the poltergeists we've been using, but oh well, that's fine. Okay, let's go Lando here. Okay, that was like smart in a way, but then your Lopunny did also just take a bunch of damage. Okay, I mean, yeah, okay, that's fine. Yeah, that is notable anti-synergy there. But I think it's okay. On a team this offensive, I think that's okay. I don't know what my opponent is doing here. Like, I don't know what the plan is. Can we get things moving? I don't. No, it's fine. I'll let him cook. Be patient. Try to be patient. We can run some calcs. Trap kill the flamethrower. No, it does not. That's good to know. Gliscor is definitely not killing us with EQ. What else? Lele Scarf Moonblast is also not killing us, so that's good to know. If Lele comes in here, what's the play? If Lele comes in here, I think I sack Aatrot. I think that's the angle. Could go Mega... No, I don't think we go Banette. Okay, Lele does come in, so Moment of Reckoning is here. Yeah, I think it's an Aatrot sack. Moonblast, yeah, makes sense. Let's yeah, I'll QD. Heatran enters. Okay. I think we QD again. Hopefully not toxic immediately. Oh, dude, are you kidding me? You have Power Gem. Yeah. Uh-huh. That's a set. Okay. Uh-huh. Yeah, that... yeah. Yeah. Okay. Power. Yeah. No, yeah. No, sure. Yeah. No, that makes perfect sense. Yeah. Queue up to me with a Power Gem Heatran team. That's... okay. Uh-huh. Yeah. All right. All right, bro. All right. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Wow. They went for the spin. This is this is the. I'm gonna go for Wisp here. Stay non-megad. What is it we always say? This is the greed they spoke of in the Bible. That's funny. Yeah, I'm just going to Poltergeist here because this person is just they click flip turn 1 billion% of the time. So let's just get some damage going. Yeah, the Power Gem was like ridiculous. Like that's not a thing. Like that's I don't think they're stream sniping, but that's weird. Because You've got an Olo, a Gliscor, and a Lopunny, and a Heatran, and you're like, I need Power Gem? I don't know. That's a little off to me. Like, make a call, please. Okay, our opponent finally clicked a move. I think we Poltergeist here. Killing this would be great. I don't think they'll let us have it, but we can go for it. Okay, okay. Can you hit Banette, please? Okay, good. Good job, Banette. That's a huge hit. We're really happy with that. Okay, we don't just sack here. I think Gambit makes the most sense. Okay, they tried a Toxic, which, I mean, like, okay. We knock off for sure, right? That's going to make this a lot easier to handle. And unfortunately, guys, I just realized my phone ran out of power. So I'm going to be charging that back up, but I cannot see chat at the moment. The other thing I'm going to try, because I don't think the Scarf's... Well, actually, no, the Scarf has been kind of helpful, hasn't it? What's the sack here? I think it has to be Landorus. I think Landorus has to be the sack. Or, I mean, Banette could theoretically... Excuse me, Kingambit could theoretically live this. What has Moonblast done? No, it just killed it. So we don't know. It's probably Specs, because that's the only real breaker they have on this team. So I'm thinking we probably have to go sack Landorus. Yeah, I think Scarf couldn't have done that, so I think that is Specs confirmed. Do 2 Rapid Spins kill, likely. I think we Rapid Spin then. I think they'll stay in here. And then the win con is definitely Kingambit at that point. Which is maybe doable. If they switch here. Okay, they do stay in, so that is good. That is good. Rapid Spin now. Yeah, I think we do go for it again because we need it for the Lopunny. We do get the kill, which is good. Very high chance to kill, so would have been insane if we didn't, but you know, more insane things would have happened on stream. They go into their Tarap. This is kind of the moment of truth. The read here. Do we go Banette or not? This is tough. I think we do. Let's see. Okay. Huge. Now here's the question. I don't think we debond here. I think it's going to be Mola coming in. I'm going to go back into Tarap. Yep. Yes, sir. We Terra Starstorm now. Okay, that's Mola down. I think I tear a Starstorm here. They got us, folks. They got us, I'm afraid. We actually did not want that kill. We wanted to be able to SD with King Gambit. If this is double Prio Lop, we lose. If it's any other Lop, we win. That's the situation. Yeah. So we wanted to SD with King Gambit on the trap. But actually, I mean, it probably wouldn't have mattered. Yeah, I mean, yeah, there's nothing else we can do but this. Let's see. Okay, that's inspiring. And then I think what we do next is Encore. Let me think about that for a quick second to make sure I'm not throwing somehow. If we Encore here, yeah, we'll be fine, because if it outspeeds us with anything, then it's locked into Fake Out. Unless, like, you can't Encore Fake Out, or there's some stupid rule with that. I don't think there is, though. Okay, cool. Now we Wisp here. GG, well, I mean, we still have to hit Will-O-Wisps. Okay. And we Encore again, right? Or let's debond in case they just want to try to take us out. Yeah, they do just want to take us out. GG. Okay. Solid win, 7-2. Banette, hey, Banette really pulled its weight there. It really pulled its weight. But I'm thinking the Olo is they're grinding my gears. So I'm going to try a different approach on this Aatrot set instead of Scarf. I'm going to try Glasses and SD Sucker with Adamant. I didn't think you were going to knock when my Tarap came in, Pinka. Don't mind my BS plays. Were you expecting... I think it was the Ursaluna that was threatened? You were expecting maybe... low kick, I guess? Yeah, maybe. Even then, though, like, you really don't want to let that Tarap get chipped. Okay, no resist to Poltergeist, so that's nice. Let's see. They've got a lot of Vault Corona counters, but we kind of take advantage of it. Aatrot looks good. They probably are pretty weak to hazards. Their Hatterene, I think, is what they're kind of counting on there. I think I want to kick it off with Banette because I'm really scared of the Lele lead. Okay. So they don't go for it. They don't go for the Mega, which is interesting. Or not Mega, what am I saying? They don't go for the Lele. We could Wisp here to kind of just start getting some residual chip on this. In exchange for it getting poison, though, like, is that good? Is that a good idea? Oh, it's AV. Hold on. Frisk coming in clutch. Let me read that, actually. Yeah. Let's go for non-Mega Wisp here. That's actually really good against an AV set. Bro cannot poison anything. Okay, that's sick. That's actually sick. We are really happy to see AV Mola here. I should be paying more attention to Frisk, especially how often we keep this thing non-Mega evolved. I feel like Banette is kind of, and this is going to sound like really pompous when I say this, but I'm starting to feel like Banette is kind of a high skill Pokemon. Like, you've got to really be locked in and thinking about it to use it well. All right, this seems like it should just be a pretty free Aatrot. If it turns out to be like Z Solar Beam, oh well. I mean, okay, and it instantly, wow. Well, you know what? Life happens. Let's go for EQ here. That really sucked. As I said, I'm pretty sure Aatrot was great against them. That's awful, and I hate that happened, but it happened. Why did you use that on Banette too? Like, I mean, maybe it was just a read. Maybe it was a read. It's not their first time playing SV, though. I can tell you that for sure. So yeah, we called out the Hatterene. Pretty obvious. I'm going to Earthquake again. Please don't be Pain Split. And it's... Why is it always like the worst case scenario with this team? That's rough. Okay, let's EQ again. Mola comes out. Yeah, I'm going... Do we go for... I'm going to EQ again. Okay, they caught us. I mean, their Mola's super chip, but that doesn't really matter. Yeah, we're just going to get smoked by Pincer now, I think. Well, yeah, like, what do we do? I mean... We can go Gambit. Gambit's not that great here anyway. EQ threatens a kill here. I'm going to Sucker Punch, and they just go into Tuskia, which makes sense. Let's low kick. We have to be making big plays at this point. So that's good at least. Aura, I guess so, yeah. So let's check that Ice Spinner damage. That Ice Spinner indicates, yeah, max attack invested. I'm going to go for another low kick. I'm now thinking they might be Scarf. I'm going to go for another low kick. Yeah, I'm thinking that Tusk is Scarf. Okay, so we got this coming out. I'm going to knock off, and if they want to click Moonblast, we can go into Volcarona. Okay, they Moonblast. Cool. Let's go Volcarona. Please don't click me like Psyshock here. That's all I ask. We should be able to use the Heatran to set up fodder. A Magma Storm miss would be awesome. Okay, EP, that's a good sign. Now we sub, so they can't go into like Pincer here. We're not quite at Swarm range, which is kind of sad. This should be game. Like, we should win here. Alo dies, right? Frickin' no. That's wild, man. Okay. I think we Bug Buzz for damage. I think with Swarm and a Bugsy, this thing should die. Okay, I'm going to go for it here. This should be a kill. Yep, cool. And this thing, even if they recover themselves fully, we're looking at a very good chance to kill. They have Aqua Jet, because of course they do. Of course they have Aqua Jet. That sucks. I think we go Lando here. Can U-turn. I hate that. Why'd you have that? Okay, well, like you have it's fine. I mean, I guess I can't really complain because that's kind of what I use. Okay. Return into quick attack. Whoops. Alarm going off. Okay, return here into a quick attack does not kill, does not do it. So I think we go for a spin. Unless they get like max rolls. If they get like absolutely max roll, no, even then it's doesn't kill. If they're adamant and they get good rolls, then it works. Okay, there's the return. That is a pretty good roll, but nothing crazy, nothing we can't handle. So we just Terra Starstorm here. Quick attack is not a kill. Unless adamant. But based on that return damage, it shouldn't be adamant. And if it is adamant, let's see. If it is adamant, as a 25% chance. So this is, we really should not be dying to a quick attack here, if all is right with the world. Okay, Hatterene enters. If we could get this thing to the range where we could rapid spin it. Yes. Okay, that is really, that is good. That is good. Well, actually, does that matter even? Because the Lele is going to kind of outspeed anyway. Like, I do think we rapid spin here. Please don't be Cuss Step Berry. Okay, it wasn't Cuss Step Berry. Honestly, that's a win. Better. That's a win that I was not expecting. Pinsir still does not kill with quick attack, so we're still good there. Okay, they went Pinsir, which is great. So they have a 6.3% chance to kill. They do not get it, which makes sense, because that's not a likely thing to get. We Terra Starstorm this, obviously. Okay, there's a Psychic coming out. That Terra Starstorm, let's check that damage. I don't think that indicates anything. Yeah. So this comes down to whether we can hit a Poltergeist or not, I think. So the first thing we do is we go Volcarona. In case this is not Scarf, we just go Volcarona, and we go for a Fiery Dance. Okay, cool. Now we guaranteed win here. Yeah, and as I said, I predicted this was a Scarf Tusk, and my prediction was right on the money. Good to see. Yeah, there's the Choice Scarf. And let's just Poltergeist here. Okay, this is why we have D-Bond. Wow. GG. Okay. Solid. So, low-key, Banette, maybe not bad. We went 8-2. We lost one single game after we switched this new team, so that is a good record. I didn't realize how long I streamed. I actually kind of went a little overtime here. But yeah, that was good. It's going to make it harder to get background footage. I have to play freaking games with Zangoose. So I'm about to drop back to 1600s, but that was... no, Scarf Tusk was not the perfect set against me at all. Scarf Tusk was bad against me. It led to them losing a lot of ground. Anyway, no, like they didn't, the Aqua Jet was slightly annoying, but like that's pretty common on AV Mola, so I can't really complain. Yeah, I can't really complain about that. But yeah, that was good. You know what? I'm feeling like one. I know we've been streaming a while, but I feel like one more, so let's do it. After that, I got to lock in because I have a lot of work to do today, but we can afford one more. Still a noob trap, but can definitely pull its weight. I mean, yeah, like, it's probably a noob, because it was OU at one point. That pretty much confirms that it's a noob trap, but, like, well, I wouldn't say so. I think this Pokemon might actually be viable, and that makes it not a noob trap. What's the Zangoose for? It's the working on the next, like, analyzing viewers' teams video. That's also why I had to use Wug Trio, if you saw the Wug Trio team in my builder, which, by the way, oh my god, I hate Wug Trio. That is the worst Pokemon ever. It lost me 200 elo. Okay. HF. Trap looks amazing. We want to definitely play carefully with that here. Trap looks so good here. Banette looks really nice too. It can shut it like it's like a free stop one sweeper card. Hazards look good as well. I think I like just leading with Landorus. Okay, I'm just going to set up Stealth Rock. Hopefully it's not Hidden Power Ice, but we'll see what this thing wants to do. Okay, well that's not great. Let's taunt. I'm anticipating defogs that actually no. Okay, the Heat Wave and they miss. So that's fortunate. We got a game threw us a bone there. The offensive Zapdos is not fun for this team. We do not like this one bit. Yeah, I'm kind of at a loss. I feel like King Gambit's not that great, so maybe we go into that and we just Sucker Punch. We do know this is modest. Okay, so at least we got that. But yeah, that was brutal. Okay, so that's Sucker Punch. Let's check that damage, because this might be max HP Zapdos based on that. No, hold on. I feel like that didn't do as much as I would expect. Sucker Punch did 44. Yeah, that's indicating max HP, because if it was 0, it did a lot more. So you are max HP. You are max HP, max special attack, modest. That's a whack set if I've ever seen one. But that actually is nice for us. That is nice for us, because you die. Well, you likely die. We're going to go Razor Shell on the SD sets, by the way. Actually... yeah, we'll go Razor Shell. But like, if Terapagos doesn't get the kill, that sucks. Because it's losing not multi-shell. What am I talking about? Okay, that's very likely to kill, and I think that also outspeeds. 87% chance to KO, and hold on. The Zapdos, this has like probably 0 speed, because that was max HP. Yeah, max HP, modest. How much did Heat Wave do to King Gambit? Let's get that down. Heat Wave, okay, so that did, how much to King Gambit? That did 85, yeah. This indicates modest. It's really looking like I'm hoping it's not just like Expert Belt, though. I might be throwing by going H-Rod here. But no, it's definitely, we've seen by the calcs, it's definitely just max HP. And this kills. So I think this is the right play. The calcs are there. Please hit. H-Rod, please hit this. And you, how did you get that roll, H-Rod? That was like super terrible. Okay, well that sucked. Oh, it's not. Okay, that's good news though. Let's Wisp. Tectonic Rage. You can't Encore into a Z move, I don't think, unfortunately, so that's not good. Let me go into Landorus here on what I hope will be an Earth Power. It's Ice Beam. Okay. Well, this is bad. Let's go Banette, and we can't... Oh, do we debot? We probably Encore is actually better. And then Volcarona time. How much is Bug Buzz Z doing? I think we have to go for that. Please. Yeah, not even close. Okay. This is bulky, so we have to Ice Beam here, please. And it's Extreme Speed. This was tragic, dude. This was tragic. Okay, and we're going to get it. Oh, hold on. Okay, we killed that. Like, we're still cooked. There's a whole Tapu Lele, but, I mean, that's nice at least. Be, like, super slow and die? No, didn't die. It was super slow, though. Based on that Terraria Starstorm, we cannot kill with Earth Power. Yeah. Okay. That super sucked. Wow, dude, that game was holy. Are you, like, defensive Zapdos as well? Or did we just get a minimum roll? Like, let me check that calc. Aatrod versus that Zapdos. Yeah, no, you are okay, so you're modest. You're modest max HP and a little bit of defense. That is the dumbest thing I've ever heard. But I mean, like not like in an insulting way. Well, kind of. I mean, that's pretty weird. But I mean, I guess it worked. But no, this team always frustrates me because like it has some good matchups, but if they face any electric type, they literally like lose on preview. Like you face like a Coco with Volt Switch, you're done. Even like a Mega Manectric. So this like a Raging Bolt, you're done. This team's just annoying. Okay. Yeah, that was super irritating. Should I have, like, what should I have done? Should I have leveraged Terapagos, like, earlier? I mean, what screwed us over was a Zapdos set that I had no way of really knowing or understanding. Let's go for one more. Yeah, modest, like, with a little defense. Like, that's just the so stupid. Yeah, I think my decision process was totally fine that game, and then it just turned out to be the wackiest Zap set ever, which, I mean, like, wow. I just, yeah, what are you going to do about that? Yeah, we got smoked, but at the same time, like, I feel like we could have won that game. Just not with the way things went down. But yeah, I think the play would have been lead Lando, rock up, and then go Banette instead of the A-Trot. I mean, we can go out on... If we lose again, we will go out on a loss. But that was just like a remarkably stupid loss. With just super dumb sets. Okay, I'm going to kick it off with... I think we... Oh, this is one of those... I think we start with Banette. Choice specs. Okay. That's not good. So let's see. Choice specs, Hurricane. Let's debond. If it hopefully it hurricanes. It does, and we get like kind of the worst case scenario roll. I hate that. Okay, it takes us out. Cool. I'll take that. I'm okay with that. Let's go A-Trot. I think it should be an Urshi coming in. I'm going to Ceaseless Edge here. Okay, oh, that's not good. Yeah, so that, yeah, and then they just go, yep, okay. Let's rock. I think we lose. I think we lose to Shifu. But, I mean, we'll see what happens. We can taunt here. Yeah, no defogs for you. That is banded, though. That did so much. Just A-Trot. I'm pretty sure that's banded. Let me confirm. Yeah, that's bad, which is actually bad news for us now that I think about it. Yeah, that's not good. We have nothing to do but sack here. We can maybe pull some Volcarona stuff. Okay, they sack that. That's good. That's good. The Volcarona shenanigans dream is potentially real again. Let's EP here. Yeah, Volt Switch makes sense. So this is, yeah, that's specs, I'm sure. We're jolly. We're jolly low kick. This should be good for us. Good. Okay, that's good. Yeah, so it's saying, it has this issue where Calctex will say knockoff does more because it doesn't realize you can't knock off the Megastones. So I'm going to Swords Dance here. Now we can knock off. Specs Thunderbolt, how much is that doing? We're going to knock off here. Yep, called out the Thunderclap. King Gambit, ladies and gentlemen. King Gambit. Okay, well, that was fun. Hope you guys enjoyed. I had a good time. 9-3 is our final record. Banette was pretty good. The team seems okay. Volcarona, honestly, was pretty inconsistent. Matchup Moth, as they call it. We might want to go with a more consistent Pokemon. Olo was a bit annoying. Maybe an Ogerpon somewhere in here. it's a bit of a struggle to fit it. We kind of need the Volcarona defensively, though, for fairy types, so it ends up being a bit awkward. But yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you. Let's try to time this right. End this in 3, 2,